Courtney was a giant in the Oregon Legislature. He was the longest serving and one of the most effective Senate presidents in state history.
Let's get a little bit more from our KOIN 6 political director, Ken Boddy, who interviewed Courtney many times over the years. He's here now going beyond the headlines, also with a look back at Peter Courtney's legacy.
Well, he was the ultimate gentleman. He was funny and brutally honest. And at times, those are rarities in the political world. But Peter Courtney was a rare politician who served this state in the city of Salem and then in the legislature for nearly 5 decades.
Right now, this legislature is not functioning. I never thought I'd see this day because of the idea that, this is going to be the new norm of how you kill a bill.
A frustrated Peter Courtney in 2020 after Republicans walked out torpedoing a cap-and-trade bill. The longtime Senate president was known for his political savvy and his compassion even when he knew he had to be tough.
You put your mask on just for the sine die.
I do not have a mask.
Could you please leave the floor, please?
No, thank you.
Well, you challenge me because we can go through a whole ritual to expel you, but I've had individuals who work very, very hard, come a long, long way, and I don't want to hold them here any longer. But I must tell you, this is something that makes me sad. Very sad, Dallas.
Peter Courtney was born in Philadelphia, a graduate of Boston University Law School. He moved to Oregon in 1969 to be a law clerk at the Oregon Court of Appeals. Courtney's first political office was Salem City Council, where he served until 1980 when he was elected to the Oregon House. He unsuccessfully ran for Congress in 1984 and 1986. He came back to the Oregon Legislature, winning the Senate presidency in 2003, where he stayed until he retired in January of 2023. A few weeks before he announced his retirement, he mulled over his pending decision on Eye on Northwest politics. Are you thinking about retiring anytime soon? How much longer do you want to do this?
Well, thank you for reminding me about my age. I really like that, Ken. That really makes me feel like a happy new year.
Courtney did retire after a total of 38 years in the Oregon Legislature, 20 as Senate president. Even his political opponents respected him, as he had firm control over the workings of the Senate. He championed improving Oregon's mental health system, began annual legislative sessions, guided the state through several budget crises, housing shortages, the COVID pandemic, and a Senate sexual harassment scandal in 2019. He was always Peter Courtney until the end, even at the end of our interviews. Thank you for joining me on Eye on Northwest Politics.
Is that all? Is that all? After all these years we've been
we have to go to the next interview, Senator. Well, over the years, Courtney was also an administrator at Western Oregon University. He has several landmarks named for him in Oregon, including the Oregon State Hospital renamed in his honor today, which you just saw. There's also a pedestrian bridge in Salem, the city he fought for and loved. He is survived by his wife, Margie. They had 3 sons.
Oh, Ken, thank you so much for your perspective. And this is just so insightful. I think leaving all of us with a smile about who he was, his impacts that will go on for a long time, and also just giving us a big reason to have gratitude.
Absolutely. And Lisa alluded to this as well. He was very good at remembering personal facts about people. Whenever I did interviews with him, he referred to me as Big Red, which is a reference to where I went to school, Cornell University. Knew I was a Buffalo Bills fan, would ask me how the Bills were doing. He really had a knack for remembering those kind of things about people.
Yeah, and so taking it beyond as being perhaps what people might think just a politician, being a person, treating you like a person, not just a journalist as
Absolutely, and that's how he got a lot of things done in Salem.
Wow. Ken, thank you so much.
Ken, thank you so much. Well, Senator Ron Wyden also talking about Courtney's passing just within the past hour.
I dealt with him often, and he was a human juggernaut when he was working to make Oregon an even better place. He was pretty much unstoppable.
For much more on the life of Peter Courtney and all of that reaction, go ahead and head on over to KOIN.com.